Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either wolfpack or dynasty for club league, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
Now, I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro. Because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Bet.
Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Here's Zadirko. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Zadirko is an absolute dog inside. He wants that fight close to the hoop.
Wells outside. With the slam.
His rebounding ability on the offensive end is such a lift for this team.
Not only does he grab it, he also puts it right back.
Absolutely. Keeps the play alive and finishes.
Johnson with the bucket. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Wells with it. And a missed layup. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Number 3.
They're struggling to keep up.
We'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty if they want to win this one.
The Wolfpack again can't hit it. And when Patrick Wells joined this team, he added some much-needed shooting that elevated this team to the next level.
Ding! Yeah, just like an elevator jump. Really dialing up the damage potential this team now has for deep.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the D needs to recognize that. Get out there on those shooters. Pronto!
Now here's Stoffer. Robinson sets the screen. Over Dillard. And it's Fisher with the rebound. Here's the Dynasty. It's a 10-point game. Outside Luan. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist from Michael Luan. MP has been something else this first half. Well on his way to a huge game. Wells outside. Robinson sets the screen. It's Patrick Wells with the drive. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. And the Wolfpack with possession. They trail by 11. To the middle. Swings it to Stauffer. Back to Wells. Here's Robinson. Luan covering. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson's shot is off. Right side, Johnson. Tries a 3. Drops it in from long range.
They've come out fast and furious. This game already looks like a mismatch.
Sure, there's obviously plenty of time left to play, but this one's showing the early signs of what's usually a blowout.
And play stops, whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Officials take such...
Substitution for the dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Pass to Fresh. Wells, a screen. Now Fresh. Can't cash it in from close range. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's Johnson. Fader on the way. Fresh, no good.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
Sends it home from three-point land. It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Here's Wells. Yes, and a nice assist from Joey Johnson.
Wells somehow came away with a bucket with the defense right in his face.
Johnson with the rock. Now Carter defending.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, it's Johnson.
2 minutes.
The 3-ball falls right in. He's 8 for 11 with that shot. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
Shoots a 3. Good for his 9th make in 12 shot attempts. Shooting 75% now.
Their offense has been all about the long-range game.
Oh, obviously. You love the points, and you love how they stretch the defenders.
Now Wells. Robinson sets the screen. Takes a 3. Wells, no good.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made 3.
Here's Johnson. Off target from outside. Carter, left side. Outside, it's Johnson. Carter. Wells outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Dynasty.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one. Right side, Johnson. Expanding his range. Nails it from 3. And what a game for MP. He is showing out with a 30-point evening. Unable to get that one to go. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Dynasty out front, just dominating this one. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one. His skills, they're matched by his relentlessness. He's in the middle of everything offensively.
Here's Johnson, and the Dynasty another three.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Outside, Timmerman. Stauffer passes to Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer's offline. On the wing, Michael Wan. Dillard up top. Out to the right wing, Johnson. Off the mark there with the three. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Fires in the triple.
You believe he's scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Now here's Robinson. Nice D from Dave Zadirko. Wells comes with the double. Outside Luan. Dillard. Here's Johnson. The shot's good. Dillard making the play there.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Johnson with the rock. It'll be Timmerman picking him up. Beyond the arc. Another three for the Dynasty.
They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
Outside Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. And here is Timmerman. Now here's James. Covered by Fisher. Outside Stauffer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Dynasty.
There's no such thing as guaranteed buckets, even with a perfect three-point look.
Back to Johnson. From deep. The three-pointer goes.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
A nice shot there by Robinson. They're in complete control.
Just about everything they're doing has been working out.
Dish to Fisher. Johnson. The tray. Another three for the Dynasty.
Kept his head up. Good look by Fisher.
Here's Wells. And he's got 6 points for him. Robinson sets the screen. Shoots the three. The rebound by Dave Zadirko.
These have been some terrible shot choices, guys. That was not a good look at all.
Dillard, defended by Stauffer from beyond the arc. A nice shot there by Johnson.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now here's Stauffer. Michael Stauffer on the wing. The rebound by Dave Zadirko. This has been a very one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Another three for the dynasty.
And they're just scoring at will, getting whatever shot they want out there.
Yeah, and the lead, it's only getting bigger. Not sure what the opposition is thinking at this moment.
And here it's the dynasty. You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Now here's Johnson from outside the arc. That shot doesn't fall. Now here's Stauffer and Patrick Wells outside. Another miss by Wells.
Well, when you got a shot like that, you've got to take it.
Hey, sometimes good shots just don't fall, but it's still a good look.
From deep. And the Wolfpack, another three.
This has been the core focus of Wells' game offensively. He's just so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Here's Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Stauffer.
Come get it.
6 on the shot clock. Over Dillard. Shot no good for Stauffer. Now here's Johnson, guarded by Wells. Back to Johnson, puts up a three. The shot's good on the assist from Michael Luan.
He's been a force on offense all game long, at times carrying the whole team.
He helped construct this lead, and he's making sure they maintain it.
Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. It's hauled in by the dynasty. On the wing, Michael Luan. Back to Johnson. Fires for three. Another three for the dynasty.
They've been so efficient on offense here in the second half.
Yeah, and since the break, these two teams have completely different shooting charts.
Now here's Stauffer. Passes to Wells. Stauffer. Will it go? And he lays it up and in.
They make Stauffer battle for it inside, but the Wolfpack small forward is up to the task.
Here's Dillard. Here's Johnson. Another three for the dynasty.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
They really need to make an adjustment here.
Agreed. Nothing is working for them offensively. Time for a change.
Pass to Luan. It's Dillard outside. Now here's Johnson. Trying his luck from deep. Another three for the dynasty.
That's what you want to see. Eric Dillard making the right play there, securing the assist.
And the Wolfpack with possession. Wells outside. Try to come back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Right side, Johnson. Fisher outside. Johnson, guarded by Wells. Here's Zadirko, and Dave Zadirko throws it down.
And the center, Zadirko, is a threat inside. You can't allow him to get this deep.
And here's Stauffer. Pass to Timmerman. Outside James. Stauffer to the inside. Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stauffer.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
Back to Johnson. The three. Nails the three-pointer.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
Now here's Stauffer. Wells. He's covered by Johnson. Swings it to Stauffer. Over Dillard. Shot no good for Stauffer. And here it's the Dynasty. Here's Johnson. Sinks it from distance.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Wells outside. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't believe I missed her.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me, we ain't cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
It
We're
is
going
a
to win
great
states
idea.
like
Yep,
that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over, make the league? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is, you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah, think about it.
She took a flight for the Vatican panic.
PlayStation